Hey, hi everybody. Sorry, I had my sound that was coming out of my main speakers and not through where I wanted it to. Let's see. Let me check sound here. Sure, MB7 got that guy unmuted there. Movie should be playthrough. Okay. Hopefully you heard things. Hello everybody. Oh my goodness. It's good to be here. Do I have a camera? Oh, camera's not. Oh, well, it's not showing me that it's on, but it's on. All right, Linda's here. Hi. Boop the button. Thank you. Grab your cocoa and a blanket and snuggle in. I have a little more than cocoa today, and I'll tell you why. Yes, and Tamara's here. Thank you for the anniversary wishes. We had a wonderful time. And I didn't make it to Story and Art the next night, what I thought I would, because I forgot I was on Vincent's show. And that went for much longer than we thought. And then we had a good time. And Larry's here. And Angie says hello, Tamara. Oh my gosh, good to have you guys here. Let me move this over here. So, hey, give me a heads up that everybody can hear me right, because the sound was doing weird things. It was not coming play through. There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. And yay. It's there. Output volume okay. Input seems to be okay. All right. Sound should be good. Yes. All right. Did you like my little dancing gingerbread guys for the opening start? So that's a new thing I did for a Be Right Back scene. And I did it on my Zoom. And when I do creative work hour in the morning, and we'd have a break in between the first and second hour. And I put that on and it cracked everybody up. And Shadows put it on, insisted it goes on her Pimp Your Post Thursday thing that she did. And then it got posted to Hive. So I'm like, oh my gosh. But that was kind of fun. So sounds fine. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Not so sure what I did, but I did. Oh well, that's okay. So you guys all know that I don't really cook, right? I'm not really allowed in Bob's kitchen very often. Well, last night he said something about cookies, that Sarah had brought over some cookies. And I said, well, I could make these, something like that. And I said, I can make them cookies tonight. So I hopped up and headed into his kitchen. Optimal word there, his kitchen. Next thing I know, he's trying to find everything for me, get it all out. And I said, nope, stop. You can't be in the kitchen when I'm in here doing this. This is my kitchen during this time. It's not yours. Oh my gosh. He kind of had a semi meltdown. It was so hard for him to stay out of the kitchen while I was there. And I said, I will ask you if I need something, because he was like hopping up every 2 seconds or coming in. And our kitchen is tiny. I mean, it's a one butt kitchen really. And it was, and he was trying to, this, and then he wanted all the kind of stuff. So I made the dough last night, and it had to refrigerate, and it ended up refrigerating too long, too hard. So I had to set it out. So we got into this thing about getting all kinds of things for cookies to have, and I found all these recipes and ones I decided I wanted to make. And sorry, turned off the heater. And so we headed to the grocery store this morning, and seriously, we got so much stuff for cookies, and went to buy my sister Sarah's. And of course I I reminded Sarah of the story of mom calling me and saying, "You have a project for your father." And I'm like, I do." And she says, "Yes." He's following me around the kitchen. I was making cookies and I turned to get my spatula and he had washed it and put it away. "You need to have a project for your father." I've already gone through the other girls in the past 3 months. It's your turn. So this was after Dad had retired and sold the last orchard, and oh my gosh. So we were laughing about that story. So because I knew Bob was going to have a hard time with me being in his kitchen. So we got back and he had the audacity to say, I even have aprons for you if you would like." And I looked at him like, why? Why would? And Sarah just cracked up laughing. And she goes, she bumps it. She says, "I even made one for her and she never wears it." And she goes, "Oh, but it's a craft apron." And I said, "Why would I wear that?" He goes, I said, "I've never worn one." Even when I started baking, he says, "But you were 8." And I said, "No, I was 5. And I've never, I said, "Why would I wear an apron? It's just one more thing to wash." Well, not, because he never. He was sure. Well, yes, I have my scarf on because I'm covered head to toe in like flour. Because today I have made butter cookies, shortbread cookies, triple ginger. I have the dough for chocolate chews in the refrigerator upstairs, chilling. It's almost done. And after the show, I will make the dough for springula, which has to sit overnight. For someone who doesn't cook or doesn't get in the kitchen, to have cranked those out, I'm doing pretty good. I think it was just those shortbread, butter cookies, triple ginger, chocolate chews. Gonna do springula. Wasn't there another one? There might have been another one. I forgot. Anyway. Hi, Lupe. Yay. So I'm a little bit... So my drink of choice tonight is a Moscow Mule because I was just a little worn out. Anyway, started out my morning with a little bit of painting, making gnomes. But that I'll save till Sunday. And I will get to stories. Let's see what everybody's doing tonight. Sounds fine. Yay. Tamara and Lupe, good to have you guys here. So I don't normally get in the kitchen. Very rarely, but my sisters were posting these pictures of themselves and everybody making these like miles of cookies. My niece Jennifer and her family. Literally they have this long table counter and stuff, and it was covered with cookies and they were decorating them. And Sarah had brought cookies over that she had made, and Carolyn had made at least 6 or 7 different kinds of cookies. And she has a huge kitchen and she had all this stuff. And she probably made at least 15 dozen cookies, if not more. Seriously, it's ridiculous. It's just insane amount of cookies. And Patty was making them and I was like, okay, I got to make something. So yeah, springula's getting made tonight, at least the dough. It'll go in. We'll see how that goes. It's been a while. I think it's been since I was about 10 that I'd made springula with my grandmother. So it's been a while. Oh, at least I didn't try to make Fatima. And that includes hot oil, and I'm not quite ready for that. So in all of that, it kind of hit me up about this bit about trying to do the same thing as your sisters are doing or whatever. If they do it and I can do it just like them, or if they do it and I can do it just like them. I posted pictures, sent pictures to them. Patty wanted to know who was I and where did I put her little sister. Sarah said, "And you're needing to do this all on the shortest day of the year?" Yes. See, that was the thing. It was all Bob's fault because this morning he said something about it being winter solstice, the shortest day of the year. And I instantly went into white rabbit syndrome. I'm late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. I'm late. And I was like, no. So Alice in Wonderland came out and made cookies all day. Yeah. So I have some stories today. One of them that I'm going to start with, which was kind of about the snow angel idea came with, and it's about doing all the things that your sister does. It's a cute little short story by Angela Johnson, and the paintings are by James E. Ransom, and they're just kind of beautiful watercolor. I think it's watercolor, pretty sure. Oil paintings. Oil paintings reproduced in halftone. So the book is called Do Like Kyla. Here we go. There we go. And I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger for you. There you go. My paintbrushes are in the way. Do Like Kyla. And the snow angels on the front of this are what inspired the snow angel story in the opening video. Do Like Kyla by Angela Johnson. Paintings by James E. Ransom. Because, we all try to copy big sisters. And big brothers. Or other artists. In the morning, my big sister Kyla stands at the window, tapping at the birds. I do like Kyla, only standing on the bed. I love the perspective on this. Kyla pulls her sweater over her head and stretches. I do like Kyla. These are oil. Wow. We sit in front of the big mirror in our room, and Kyla braids her hair with quick fingers. I try to do like Kyla in front of the mirror. Kyla says, beautiful. I do like Kyla and say, beautiful. Move this over here. Oatmeal and apples for breakfast. And I do like Kyla. Pouring honey on everything. Mama says, lots of sunshine today. Kyla kisses the sunbeam on the dog's head, and I do like Kyla. We're going to the store, so Kyla helps me put my coat on. Warm now, she says. And I do like Kyla and say, warm now. Got me some purple snow boots like Kyla. And we both crunch in the snow all the way to the store. Past the big store window, I see myself. I do like Kyla and skip past the window, watching. In the good-smelling store, Kyla asks for cheese, a bag of apples, and a jar of jams. The man in the white apron says, goodbye and be good. And I do like Kyla and say, okay, I will. Kyla says, want to follow our footsteps back home? I do. Just like Kyla. Step, step, step. I love this. Read me a book, Kyla. Kyla reads to me under the kitchen table. I do like her and say, the end, after the last page. It's almost nighttime at the window. Kyla says, birds must be asleep. I tap at the window. And Kyla does just like me. I love that because having three big sisters always doing like the big ones a lot. It's kind of fun. There. Let's see what's going on. Sunday is Christmas Eve. That's right. We will be having family. Feel free to mail any leftover cookies. How about I do a story on Saturday night instead of Christmas Eve? How's that? Boop that thumb below the crunchy snow. Thumbs up. Never seen fresh snow in person. What? Tamara, really? Oh my gosh. Crunchy snow does not make good snowmen. Wet snow makes good snowmen. So we make good snowmen here in Western Washington. It is one of those things. So what? Tell me what you guys think. Maybe Saturday night instead, because Christmas Eve, everybody's going to be kind of busy with things. But no, you know what? I'm still gonna come on. Nope, I'm gonna do a Christmas Eve. I'm gonna do a Christmas Eve story. I might just read Night Before Christmas or the Cajun Night Before Christmas or something fun like that. And I'll save hang on, let me check something. Right here. I know I have. Here, you know what we're going to do right now? I'm going to pull in some art because I missed that. I didn't have them the other day, and you guys sent them. We have something from Tamara and from Larry. So I'm going to pull those in and get my background. What is that? Oh, it's just showing. Well, that's, let me do something here. I got a better idea. Put on a blank scene, and there we go. Here, we'll pull up this. There we go. So this is Tamara's art. See, I'm just going by the seat of my pants. Go back to this. We'll get rid of it there, and we'll go back to this one here. There we go. Yes. So Tamara says, I've not done much in the way of art. My sister went into a care home a week ago on Friday, and it's hard to digest. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry, Tamara. I played around with this same piece I showed you before, but it's changed a little. It has. It's very beautiful. I like that. Let me pull it up a little bigger so we can see some of the details. That bird is amazing. Oops. What happened? There we go. Yeah, look at that. It's very pretty. Art can be really good therapy. To have those, I know Sarah was making quilted covers for her granddaughter's portfolio because Ava is 10 and has gotten into art and keeping portfolios. She's very meticulous about things. So Sarah got her some big portfolios and then made quilted covers for it, and it's good therapy for Sarah for what all she has to do and keep going. So yeah, well, that is Tamara's. Let's see if we can. Where'd it go? There it is. Yes. Okay. And now I have this one is Larry's, and it's coming up. Okay, let me get Tamara's there. I got to take that off. And Larry's. So Larry says, I did this piece for a Christmas gift for my son-in-law, who is a big Cleveland baseball fan. I hope he likes it. He's going to love it. 2019 All-Star Game at Cleveland's Progressive Field. Larry, that's gorgeous. Absolutely going to love it. Look at, I'm going to make it bigger so you guys can see some of the details down here. Like, look at this. What he did, the Indians logo, the way it is, All-Star Game. The players on the field, and then all the people in the stands. Look at this over here. I mean, look at these people all lined up over here on the side. It is just absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. So cool. Just, oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. And the sky? Wow. Yeah, it is. Exactly, Linda. It's like being there. It says, yes. Oh my gosh. Like being there. Yeah. Yay. Yeah, I love it. So nice. Very cool. Okay. Now, I'm back to here. I didn't see anybody else's art. Okay, the only other thing, like I showed you real briefly. I'll show you what I was working on. Oh, they're all upstairs. But I did this little guy today. I'll put it here. Go to there. There. This little guy is my little gnome guy I did today. Watercolor. He's not done. But I'm doing a whole bunch of them. I'm going to do them on this. And I'm going to do the 12 Days of Christmas. I think I told you that. And there's going to be like, and they're all gnome styles, like a gnome kind of partridge in a pear tree. And a gnome, what is it? And like the French hens all have like little, I'm only doing one of them, but they have little berets, little like so it's my fun little thing. But I was doing this morning, playing with some watercolor. Anyway, all right, now the next book is called Silver Linings. And I am going to go to this camera and go out a little bit for you. There we go. So take this over here. You can see. Yay. This is by Fiona Woodcock, and she was the recipient of a World Illustration Award for her acclaimed picture book, Look. She is also the author and illustrator of Hello, a companion to Look, and the illustrator of Sunny Side Up by Jackie Davis. She lives in London, and this is the book Look, and this is Hello. But I've got for you Silver Linings. And it just, I love this. It's, if you ever, you run into those people who always manage to look on the bright side. And sometimes it's only during this season, but more often than not, if we can do that, it's so pretty. And the illustrations are done in the artwork and hand-lettered text were created with hand-cut rubber stamps, stencils, acrylic paint, colored pencils, oil pastels, BLO pens, and additional pencil work, all composited digitally. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know what BLO pens are. Does somebody know? Thanks, Tamara. I'm going to have some fun with it. I've done I've done... Oh, fiddle. I've done the practice ones of him. They must be up... Where are they? They must be upstairs. Of all the different kind of things. And it's pretty funny to try to turn some of those things into gnome-like creatures. And you know, to have the hats and different kind of things. So it'll be fun. Silver Linings by Fiona Woodcock. This is Pip. This is Parker. You can tell they're best friends because sometimes they don't even need to speak. But sometimes they do. Oh no, my crayons broke, yelled Pip. Luckily, Parker knows just what to say. It's okay, Pip, Parker said. Now we can both use yellow. Time for a snack and some lemonade. Oh no, my strawberry fell in my cup, cried Pip. Parker nudged Pip. Now you got pink lemonade, he said, and he dropped a strawberry into his cup too. Pip and Parker like to play in the park with their toy boat. But where is the boat? They looked up and round and upside down, still no boat. Pip was sad. Parker had an idea. Let's make paper boats instead, he said. We can sail them. Hooray, it floats, said Parker. Swoosh. A gust of wind suddenly carried Parker's boat away. Pip stamped her foot. It's too windy to play, she said. Parker looked at his friend. Maybe it's too windy for paper boats, Pip, he said, but it's perfect for kites. What fun! The kites dipped and flipped and flew up and up through the falling petals, but something started to worry Pip. The trees will miss their flowers, she said sadly. Luckily, Parker knew just how to cheer her up. Look, Pip, said Parker. Now we can see Frank. It was fun playing with Frank in his treehouse, but soon Pip noticed the sky becoming cloudy. Look, she said, the day is ruined. Fortunately, Parker knew just what to say. Come with me, Pip, I've got an idea, he said. See you tomorrow, said Frank. I see a caterpillar, Pip giggled. I see a butterfly, Parker laughed. Uh-oh, Pip said. It smells like rain. Pip looked at Parker. Parker looked at Pip. Sometimes best friends don't need words. Puddles. I'm hungry, said Pip. Me too, said Parker. Let's go home and have a snack, said Pip. We can look at our pictures, said Parker. Pip gulped her drink quickly. It was already half gone. Parker was very excited. Their pictures were even better than he remembered. Uh-oh. Big splash. Oh, no! Parker didn't know what to say. But sometimes best friends don't need words. They just know exactly what to do. And they're floating the boat in the puddle. I like the color usage in it. Very cool. I like that. All right, there's that one. Back to here. All right, I have. Oh gosh. Let's see. I'm all about snow tonight. I'm all about snow. And Tamara, was it Tamara you said you've never seen snow? Okay. That's pretty crazy. This is going to take a little while. That's a longer one. That's well, I guess it's not so crazy. It's just different. I'm I'm reading books about snow cuz I miss it. I miss not having snow right now. I kind of wish we did. I'm ready to head up into the mountains and go get some. I'm used to, I think it's not so much used to, it's what I grew up with. It was snow in the winter, dad plowing the driveway so I could get my car out to even drive to school, putting chains on, or taking the sled and sliding down the hill to catch our school bus because the school bus driver couldn't make it over the hill. All those kind of things. And building snowman and sledding down our big hill. So much fun. And dad would hook up the, he would hook, because it was a steep hill and it was long, really long Heinz Hill, and had a 90-degree corner at the bottom. So we would get roaring on that thing and try to make it around the corner. And if we got it just right, made it around the corner and kept going, we could sometimes make it all the way down to Buckley's driveway, which meant we went past and we crossed the canal and down this other little hill, which was a long one. If we were really lucky, Dad was out there with us sometimes, and he would hook a water ski tow line to the back of the Jeep, and he would throw it out, and we would grab hold of the tow line, and he would tow us back up the hill on our sleds. So much fun. Oh man, you did not see snow until you went to an internship in Massachusetts. Wow. 2 sweet books. Okay, this book is called 10 Ways to Hear Snow. And it's written by Kathy Camper, and it's illustrated by Kennard Pock. And Kathy Camper, she's the author of the Lowriders in Space graphic novel series. She's the founding member of the Portland Women of Color zine collective, and she loves making stuffed grape leaves with her Lebanese grandma, like her Lebanese grandma did, with family and friends. I haven't had stuffed grape leaves in ages. They're in the Fremont district in Seattle. When I was, I think I was in college, there was a Lebanese restaurant that opened up that served stuffed grape leaves, and it was the first time I'd had it there. Oh my goodness. Kathy also works as an outreach librarian, serving schools and kids grade K-12. And that's what she's doing. So, also, Kennard Pock is a picture book and book cover illustrator. He's illustrated several children's books, including Have You Heard the Nesting Bird by Rita Gray and The Dinner That Cooked Itself. Whoa. He's the author, illustrator of Goodbye Summer, Hello Autumn, and Goodbye Autumn, Hello Winter, and he lives in San Francisco with his wife and their cat. So, this is called 10 Ways to Hear Snow. Yes. Let me get it bigger for you. Since there we go. Yeah. 10 Ways to Hear Snow. And the illustrations on this one, it does. Oh, the art for this book was created digitally. Okay. When Lena woke up, everything was quiet. For those of you who have not been around snow, I'll start again and tell you that, but I first have to tell you this. If you have not been around snow, when it snows heavily, or when it snows that first snow, and you go out, it is a quiet like that first snowfall. Oh my gosh. It is so still and so quiet and so amazing that it's a sensation I don't think you'll ever forget. That first time you hear that quiet in snow. When Lena woke up, everything was quiet. No cars honked. No buses chugged. No garbage trucks gulped trash across the street. Snow! Last night's blizzard was gone, leaving the city muffled with white. But today was Grape Leaf Day, when Lena would help her grandma make warak anab. Siti was losing her eyesight, and Lena loved helping her cook. I want to tell Siti about the snowstorm and make sure she's okay. The snow's so deep, Lena's mom said. We could go with you, Lena's dad offered. But Lena wanted to go to Siti's house by herself. Stay warm, Habibti, her dad told her, and Lena bundled up. Outside, the sun on the snow. There. I'm going to move this just a little bit here. There we go. Outside, the sun on the snow was as bright as a light bulb. Lena scrunched her eyes and pulled her scarf over her nose. She could barely see. I wonder if this is how Siti feels, Lena thought. The world sounded softer, but the noises she heard were clearer. Scrape, scrip, scrape, scrip. What was that? It was Mrs. Watson's shovel digging out the sidewalk. That's one way to hear snow, Lena thought. Lena walked down the street. Snack, snack, snack. The noise was low to the ground. What was that? It was the treads of Lena's boot crunching snow into tiny waffles. Two ways to hear snow. Lena ducked under a pine tree. Ploomp! A powdery sound. A blue jay on a branch had knocked down snow. 3 ways to hear snow. Lena counted. She listened for more. Swish, 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 swish. What was that soft, whiskery noise? People were sweeping snow off their cars. Their brushes made the 4th way to hear snow. Lena cut across the park. Scritch, scratch, scritch, scratch. Another snow noise? Lena saw long, skinny tracks by her boots. Ahead of her, people were skiing. Their skis made the 5th way to hear snow. Rashid and Miriam were building snowmen. Pat, 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 pat. What was that? It was the mittens smoothing the snowman's head. The gentle sound made the 6th way to hear snow. As Lena walked away, her friends whispered and laughed. Thwump! Oh no! Lena ran away from the 7th way to hear snow. Lena reached Siti's building, all out of breath, her boots covered with white powder. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Lena giggled. She was making the 8th way to hear snow. Hello, Lena. the lady in the lobby said. Go on in. And she pointed toward Lena's grandma's room. Lena tapped on the door. Surprise, Siti! It's me. I came to make grape leaves with you. And Lena threw her coat and mittens on the radiator to dry. Wonderful. The lamb and rice are ready, Siti said. Yeah, I can't wait, Lena shouted. Let's get started. Lena rinsed the grape leaves and placed them on towels. Put some filling in the center, roll them up, and put them in the pot, Siti instructed. They're like little grape leaf cocoons, Lena said, looking at them all piled on the plate. Or lots of little sleeping bags, Siti replied. Ha! Mine looks like a mustache. Lena held her stuffed grape leaf under her nose. Siti held hers under her nose, too. That's good. She wrinkled up her face and said, We look like a couple of real tough guys, in a tough guy voice. Siti, do you know we had a blizzard last night? Well, of course. Lena was surprised. How could her grandmother know when she couldn't see very well? Then she heard a noise. Drip, drip, went the mittens. It was the sound of snow melting. 9 ways to hear snow. Suddenly, Lena understood how Siti knew. Siti, did you hear the snow? And Siti smiled. Each morning, I opened the window and listened. Today, everything sounded hushed and soft. No noise is the sound. That means it's snowing. Siti listened too. Siti, I listened too. I heard snow 9 different ways. Shovels were 1, boots were 2, the blue jays were 3. Slow down, Habibiti. I want to hear them all, but right now, shh. Siti went to the window and opened it again. Listen, she said. And outside, the late blue afternoon was completely still. Quiet is the 10th way to hear snow. I like that. See that. And that's the story of 10 ways to hear snow. Oh, this is snow in my neighborhood. A picture. Oh, great. Thanks, Larry. I'll have to get that and take a look at it. Where am I? Here I am. Okay. Yes. One of the fun ways I've been having of doing snow when I'm doing some watercolor is I have used a candle to color over it so I can have it, and then it goes lightly. And I got, just let me show you. I picked up. It was kind of hard to control the candle, the wax, because it was like a tea candle. So I ended up buying sealing wax glue sticks. Okay, but I'm not going to use them like glue sticks. They're wax, and they can be used as sealing wax, but I'm going to try coloring with them and like to make outlines and for snowmen and do some stuff. So I'm going to try some of those. So I got those. We'll see how they go. They came in a little package of 4. And we're going to try that. Try something different in a little bit. Anyway, that's what I'll do, because I think what I'll do, see, is I'll go back up here. On this, like on another page. Oop, this was so if I like want to do a snowman, I can't see really where it is. But I want to put let's say I want to do that, and I want to have some snow on the ground a little bit, and maybe some snowflakes in the sky. But then I want to do a wash. Where's the color? Do I have my watercolors? There they are. I'll do this. I'm going to see if this is going to work, you guys. I need to go. In the night. Come on. I need more water. Yeah, see, and then it won't stick to that area. Makes kind of like a relief. So I'm going to try some different things with that. This was just to kind of show you what it's going to do. Then I can go back over it with other stuff. And then what's nice is you can take it up and like this. Yeah. So I'll see what I'm going to do with that. Makes for a background, and then see if I can do some stuff with that. That's what I'm going to do. You can hardly see what I'm doing, but it does leave that line, and I just kind of did it fast to show you what it was going to do. So I'm going to try some wax relief type stuff. I know I could probably look up some way to do it the right way, or a way that could be considered more efficient, but I'm just going to try it this way. See what happens. Anyway, I'll be back. I'm going to come back on Christmas Eve. I'm going to read a Christmas Eve story, maybe Cajun Night Before Christmas. Who knows what I'm going to read, but I'll have something. And we'll see if you're here, great. If you can make it. If not, Tamara, it'll be Christmas Day for you. So everybody, it is that time of the year. Oh my goodness. Happy holidays all. I tell you, let me go to here. It is such a blessing. It's hard to believe. This is the third Christmas that I'll be doing stories. And for some of you have been here with me practically from the beginning of doing stories since Christmas, but at least most of you have been here for at least this coming one and the last one. And it's just, I have to tell you, you guys have all enriched my life so much and brought me such joy. And I just enjoy spending time with you, sharing stories with you, hearing all about your things you're doing when you're in the conversations. And I love that you send in your art. And so I just want you all to know that you are truly a blessing in my life. And I am so grateful for each and every one of you. So to all of you, I wish you the happiest of holidays in however you celebrate, and spend time the way that makes you the most fulfilled and the happiest. And until next time, everybody, go look in the mirror, because that's where the beauty is, looking right back at you. Keep looking for beauty other places. Keep looking for the beauty hidden in plain sight in other places, but you know you'll always find it first by looking in your mirror. And I'll see you guys next time.
In the heat of the night, we could get lost in all the lights and sounds. Feeling alright, we won't go home, we will just stay here downtown.
Yeah, Larry, everybody else can click on it, but I can't. I go back and get it afterwards, but I can't click on it. It's very funny. I'm not sure
Be shameless.